We used to bicycle race out here, do time trials, and 1, 2, not that I was a very good time trialist because it was a rolling course, but I didn't do too bad. We're going to ride some of the course today. I'll show you where it starts, where we did our turnaround, and we'll just keep continuing. They used to do, and I'm sure they still do it, time trials out here about once a month during the year. So this intersection was where we used to all park up and down this road here, and farm worker out in the field. The start was right here, and then we'd go out. It was a 10-mile course, so it was 5 miles out, 5 miles back, and a lot of fun. So this is basically orange trees and citrus, a whole bunch of other things out here growing. I'm leading the SoCal long riders. Today's going to be a little short day, maybe 350 something miles. It's only 4 of us, well, 4 bikes and four people on today's ride. Had more, had less. Just enjoy riding. And I'm riding a 2020 Goldwing DCT that I just love. So much fun. Before this I had 2 Harleys. I had a 2017 Ultra Limited that I put, in 3 years I put over 70,000 miles on it. And I had a 2018 115th anniversary Heritage. That was a lot of fun. I used it as a commute bike. Maybe only had 10 or 11,000 miles on it when I got done with it. And anyway, I had a lot of problems with the Harley. The motor company was not customer oriented. I used to shoot pictures for the motor company, so I thought they'd be better than this, but all my friends are no longer there. They've all retired. And the new regime, or the regime the last couple of years, was just terrible to its customers. They fought me on everything, making me go back numerous times to get things retested and retested, saying, oh, it's in spec, when we knew it wasn't. It was just barely in spec. So in 3 years I went through a starter, a compensator, 3 GPS units, one which I bought. Always sent them videos of what the GPS was doing. They couldn't understand it. In fact, when they sent me the GPS to replace the stock one, they sent it to the wrong dealership. They sent it to a dealership in Texas, not in California. So, that's how kind of lame they are. Anyway, after that, I went through 5 oil sensors, a rear wheel bearing, a voltage regulator, and stator. That they just fought me for like 6 weeks on. I'd come to a red light, and the voltage regulator would go from 14 down to 12. And the dealership that I was going to was near the beach, and so they could never get it hot enough because it was always too cool there to get the problem. But even they had it where it was just barely in spec, and Harley just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. Even though I had the extended warranty, shouldn't have made a difference. Should have just fixed it. And they didn't. So then I had a rear wheel bearing that I had to get towed. And then the clincher was the 5th oil sensor that went belly up. Most of the time you could turn the bike off, turn it back on, and it would reset itself, but this time it wouldn't. And I was out in the middle of the desert, and I just thought, well, okay, I'm going to baby it home if it blows up and I have to tow. That's 2 tows in a month, and I'm not real happy about that. I talked to a Harley dealer, and they said, well, you meet the nicest people on a Honda. Because I said, well, if I had a Honda, I probably wouldn't have this problem. And without missing a beat, I said, yeah, I know. And he goes, but I don't know anybody that owns a Honda. And I go, well, you might real soon, being a smartass. Just being a smartass. So Monday, I called the motor company, and they were just not user-friendly again. They told me they had no clue about the oil sensor problem. They said, I've talked to 2 different dealers in 2 different parts of the country, and they know about it, and that they've talked to Harley Davidson, and somebody at Harley Davidson knows about it. The forums all mentioned something about it. It was a Milwaukee 8 motor, and the Milwaukee 8 motors had oil pressure problems, and from day one, and they replaced most of the oil pumps on the early models. This was our turnaround on the TT, bicycle TT. And my bike fell in those numbers, but it was one of the later numbers. They said that it probably has a new oil pump in it. And I kept saying, well, could this be the problem? Could this be the problem? They said, nope, nope, nope. So anyway, when I talked to Harley Davidson, they told me that they didn't know about the problem. I said, so who can I talk to about this problem to fix the problem? Nobody, sir. Wrong answer number 1. Okay, so what are you doing? Well, I'm taking a report and I'm going to send it up the chain of command. I go, okay, so you're going to send that up the chain of command. Who's going to call me once they figure this out? No one, sir. Wrong answer number 2. And I was kind of upset with their customer service, so I asked them, again, another question. So, with customer service not really being all that helpful, what's stopping me from going to some other brand like a Honda or BMW or whatever and not stay on a Harley Davidson? Can't answer that, sir. Wrong answer number 3. So, that was a Monday. Thursday, I went and looked at a Honda and test rode a Honda. It was black, didn't like black. And they said, well, we have a red one. And I said, was it all red or is it red and black? We don't know, it's in a crate. We'll have to look at it. I go, okay, we'll find out. I'll come back in a day or so. And he goes, okay. So that was on a Thursday. Friday I went to another dealership and found a white Goldwing, had about 100 miles on it. And he was going to give me a better deal than the first dealership I went to, matching the price on my trade-in for my Goldwing. So I said to him, okay, interesting, I like the white. And then he said, well, how do we get you on this bike today, sir? And I go, well, we're not going to get me on this bike today. I'm going to have to sleep on it. I'll call you in a day or so. And then, so that was a Friday. Saturday I woke up, went to the first dealer, and they just didn't seem to want to give me the time of day. They made me wait. Then they said that they had the Goldwing they thought was in their warehouse was actually in their yard in a crate. And well, he finally decided to go look at it, and it was all black in the back, and I didn't like that. I go, oh, I'd like a different color. You know, oh, we can't get you another color, but let's work something out. And I go, okay. But he didn't want to work something out that day. He said, come back Monday. And I said, well, I was going to actually go ride with the Goldwing group to see how they are on Monday. But I'll come back on Tuesday. Well, in retrospect, I got on my Harley and called the other dealership, and I said, are you firm on the price? And he goes, yes, I'm firm on that price, but he'll give me an extra $1,000 for my Harley Davidson. Okay, seemed to work for me. That's exactly what I wanted. And I said, wash it, coming down to pick it up. And then he went down and got it, had some scratches on the seat, told me he'd give me a new seat and whatever. I go, I'm not real worried about that. And did all the paperwork, and Honda would give me 0% down, 0% interest for a year. So I got to play with their money, even though I was ready to pay cash for it. And I walked out there with a new 2020 Honda Goldwing. And I was very, very happy. So anyway, that's my little story on how I got rid of my Ultra Limited and onto a Goldwing. Then after riding the Goldwing, I got on my Heritage and about killed myself because just different riding style, different everything. Wasn't as comfy as the Goldwing, so I put that up at a Harley dealer for them to sell, which they did. I ended up buying a Honda Super Cub for giggles,